We've seen many different ways of combining shapes and text together, but this last technique that I wanted to show you is again unique. Because what we will do here is to use an object or illustration, and we will overlap this with the text, but we will make sure that the text will still be visible so you can read it. The way you do this is by selecting the object and then go to the object menu and choose Text Wrap Make. And what happens there once you click OK is that there will be an outline generated around the object, and that essentially creates an offset, making sure the text can never go inside that area. So if I click away, you can see how this looks. Of course, what you can also do is to select the object and then go back to the same place where we were, Object Text Wrap, but now we have options available. Best thing to do is to turn on the preview here and then start increasing the offset. You can actually keep the text even further away from the selected object. Maybe I'll set it to 10 points. That looks quite good. So something like that. Now, if I select this other shape and I drag it over here, this doesn't move the text away yet because it is not a text wrap object yet. So what I can do is to go to Object Menu and again do the same thing, Make, and you see you don't even need to have the text selected in the background. You simply apply this text wrap feature on the object itself, and you are not restricted anyway where you want to place this. So I can keep it in the center of the text, I can keep it on the right, or anywhere else I feel like it works nicely. One thing that you should pay attention to is the division of text. So you wouldn't want to have single words or even like portions of words separated once you start using wrapping and placing objects too close to the edge. So something what you see here on the left, that works really nicely. So it doesn't really distract us from reading and doesn't make it difficult to read the text. While this one on the right is a bit more tricky because of the shape. So I would recommend to use this maybe somewhere around here where it's not going to disturb reading. Or, as I said, if you have left aligned text, it's probably the easiest to place the actual object as well with the wrap features on it to the left side of the text. Sometimes it helps if your object is way bigger. So if you have a bigger shape, it might look even better like that. And depending on the outline or silhouette of your shape, you might be able to use it on the other side without making too much mess with the text. And that was the last technique I wanted to show you about working with text. But we have one more video in this chapter. Like before, we will have an exercise, and through this exercise you will be able to freely practice most of the things that we covered in this chapter.